Drake called out Kendrick Lamar for saying that he lied and fell for planted evidence on his response diss track, The Heart Part 6. Well, the Mole responded, and the story took a very dark turn. And the Mole actually revealed that the evidence wasn't planted and wasn't fake. It was real and in his possession. But not only that, that Drake has an affinity for dogs and people with disabilities, as well as human beings not of age. So this story is wild, and I cannot believe this is unfolding before our eyes. But in the meantime, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. So after Drake claimed that Kendrick Lamar lied on his diss track about the evidence, Drake's Mole took to Twitter to show that it wasn't a lie, and he actually has the evidence, and it really does belong to Drake, not Drake's father like Drake claimed. I mean, the Mole even zoomed in on the pill bottles and showed that Drake was taking Ozempic, a weight loss drug, which is problematic in and of itself because this is actually a drug for diabetes. And because all these celebrities are now taking it, people with an actual disease cannot receive their treatment because it's the new trendy drug to, drop some pounds. DJ Academics even admitted that Drake is confused where Kendrick got the info that Drake has a secret 11-year-old daughter. And I'm going to double down on that one, that his daughter does exist, and we covered that in a previous video. So Drake basically lied to everybody on his diss track, The Heart Part 6. And to prove that he lied, the Mole actually jogged Drake's memory of where the Mole got Drake's belongings. And so the Mole posted a surveillance video of Drake with what everyone thought was like a baby beside him. But it turns out that baby was a person with a disability, and their name is Christopher Alvarez, who is a journalist. And many people are wondering what Christopher was doing with Drake at 3 a.m. in the morning at the hotel. So many people think this is why Drake stopped sending shots, and the reason Kendrick played a ventilator on the opening of his diss track to warn Drake that he knows what happened that night.
I'm about to leave the house, but I'm going down a rabbit hole and I'm about to lose my mind. I want to get back to my normal content, although this stuff is going to become part of my normal content as well. But I need to get this out. I tweeted yesterday that Meet the Grams is going to go down as the greatest diss of all time. Part of the reason why I said that is because I'm watching to see how much stuff is going to start coming out. Because for me, I just don't think Kendrick's the type of person to come out and just bold-faced lie for the sake of a battle. With that being said, I need y'all to listen to this real quick. Now, if you know Kendrick, he's very intricate and everything, but just think about this. That sounds very deliberate. Like, why did it take so long for the instrumental to even start playing? And what is that sound in the back? So if you aren't aware, someone who is either the Mole or someone who got information directly from Drake's camp came out recently and broke the silence. He came out and recorded the things that were on the cover for Meet the Grams, and he threatened legal action against Drake and Academics for calling him a thief and basically revealing that none of it was planted and that it's probably real. To Mr. Aubrey Graham, Drake, may this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. The issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Stick with me. I've been going down a rabbit hole. Other people have posted this Reddit thread where people have been discussing that sound at the beginning of 616, and a bunch of respiratory therapists have been commenting saying it sounds like some sort of portable ventilator. When analyzing the CCTV footage that was put out there by that person who might be the Mole or something who has information, they've analyzed that you can see the tubes in the picture of that person in that wheelchair, and they might be carrying a portable ventilator. Someone asked their girlfriend who's a nurse, and they said it sounds like a ventilator. I would ask my mom who's a nurse, but she's asleep. Any nurses, let me know if it sounds like it to you. But I didn't know what any of this means. And then I went back to the tweet that he put out, and bro, the issue in the photo should jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Who's Jimmy Brooks? Jimmy Brooks is Wheelchair Jimmy, the character that Drake played. What did Drake do to the person in the wheelchair that Kendrick knows about, that he put ventilator sounds at the beginning of the track specifically to warn about, because that track was a warning? And what is this why Drake wanted to bow out and be like, oh, I'm not gonna diss you no more because you projecting your trauma, and he lied about the lyric he tried to use to set that groundwork? Does he really want this stop. It sounds.
And it turns out Drake is into some pretty crazy things. Drake's mole apparently sent DJ Academics something while Academics was live on stream. So in the video he was playing on his phone, you can hear dogs whimpering in distress. And DJ Academics' face says, "All I need to know." Like, the video he was watching was very disturbing. People are saying this was Drake getting it on with a dog. Because for a while now, there's been talk that Drake makes Instagram models get on their knees and drink out of dog bowls. This brings a whole new meaning to his album, For All the Dogs, and his music video with dog collars with different girls' names on them. It seems to me that he really likes this idea of pup play, where people dress up as dogs. Reddit had posts where people reference footage of Drake making women go on their hands and knees and drink out of dog bowls. And the footage is pretty realistic and it does look like Drake. I can't play it. People said that UMG had those Reddit posts taken down, and as well as the videos scrubbed from the internet. But there's also more videos. But first, I really wish someone would call PETA. Turns out Drake also has hotel FO parties similar to Diddy. He does the whole Epstein thing where he films people in nefarious situations and then uses that as blackmail against them, very similar to Diddy. And what's also weird is he used the mark in New York City for these FO parties with girls not of age from the LGBTQ plus community and called them caviar parties. And some people say that caviar parties are actually a code word for poop parties. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I've never been to a caviar party, so not planning on going to. The mark was also in Epstein's little black book, because apparently the security are okay with letting young girls into hotel rooms with grown men there, allegedly. I'm not saying that's fact. So the mole shared an image of journalist Christopher Alvarez pulling up to Drake's hotel room when he was staying at the Mark on January 22nd, 2012. So again, Christopher is the man in the wheelchair that everybody thought was a baby. Then later, the mole shared this troubling image of Christopher having a black eye and demanded $800,000 for the footage. So if I'm piecing this together, I think Drake was hosting an FO party and used force on the journalist to stop the word from getting out of his FO parties. The other theory people have is that Drake gave Christopher substances and SA'd him. I would be interested in hearing your comments about all of this, so sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting my face here.